everyone! Thank you for coming to Teuchi-Soba kitchen. My name is Asako. In this video, I'm going to show you how to cook handmade soba noodles. If you're a beginner of making soba noodles, it's okay, I will perfectly guide you step by step. Okay, let's get started. 400 grams of buckwheat flour, 100 grams of bread flour, and 250 milliliters of water. We'll use another 100 grams of buckwheat flour to prevent the dough from sticking. We are going to mix buckwheat flour and bread flour and sift them well. The purpose of sifting is to take out any crumbs while also mixing both flour evenly. Using the tips of my fingers, I'm going to mix them quickly. The soba dough is easy to dry out, so once we add water, we have to mix them quickly. Let's pour the water in. We add water at several intervals. At the beginning, I'm going to add 60% of water. It's around 150 milliliters. I mix the flour quickly to use the tips of my fingers. The texture will be like breadcrumbs. Sometimes you hold some flour and rub your hands together. This is for spreading the water evenly. When it's mixed evenly, I'm going to add a second water. We'll pour half of the left water. It's around 50 milliliters. Mix the flour using the tips of your fingers again. Sometimes I will rub from the bottom of the bowl up. We'll adjust the quantity of water depending on the dough. It changes by the temperature, the humidity, and the condition of the flour. We'll add water until the small pieces are gone. Okay, now I'm going to knead the dough. Stretch your arms straight and put your weight on the dough. We're going to keep on kneading on the dough until the surface will become smooth. I'm going to roll in the sides to remove the creases. It's called Kneading. Close the hole and make the cone shape. Roll the dough on the bottom of the bowl to shape it. I will put my hands on it and press lightly to flatten out the top. The dough is finished and it doesn't need to rest. I'm going to spread the buckwheat flour called uchiko to prevent the dough from sticking to the table. You can also use buckwheat flour. Press the dough using your palms and spread that area until it becomes around 20 centimeters. Push the outside and center lightly. Press it little by little. We're going to use big rolling pin. I use my hands like a cat. I hold my fingers inside and make a mountain. Hold the rolling pin lightly, roll it on the bowl. You will get used to it the more practice you have. You will roll it out, leaving out the last 2 centimeters. Count it little by little and make a bigger circle. The width is around 40 centimeters and the thickness is around 5 millimeters. We're going to make this circle into a square. It's called tsunodashi. It'll be good for folding and cutting the noodles. Roll the dough up onto the pan. Push it forward 5 times. When you do it 3 sets, turn it 180 degrees. Once you open the dough, load it up onto the pin again. Push it forward 5 times and do it 3 sets. Then turn at 90 degrees. Repeat 5 pushes 3 sets. Turn 180 degrees and do the same. Once you will open the dough and check the sides. If it's still small, repeat the process. Feel free to adjust how much push the dough each time. Now it becomes square. This diagonal line is thin and the other part is still thick. We are going to roll out this thick part and make it flat. It's called nikuwake. Then we will load it out and lengthen it for 60 centimeters. Load it up onto the pin. Turn it 90 degrees and open it. Roll the dough out and make the thickness around 1.5 millimeters. We are going to fold the dough. Sprinkle the uchiko between the dough to prevent it from sticking to each other. We will fold the dough half. If you are right-handed, the fold will be right side. I'm going to fold half into thirds. Let's cut the noodles. On the cutting board, put uchiko and bring the dough gently. Put the uchiko on top as well. This is soba cutting knife. Hold it tightly and put your point fingers like this. Put the other hand on the cutting guide board like this. This board is called komaita. Cut the soba noodles thinly. Peel the knife slightly and cut it again. Cut and tilt, cut and tilt. I will repeat this process. Keep the knife with the cutting guide board always. It'll be around 1.5 mm wide. Please adjust it to your liking. When you cut one portion, you will take the extra buckwheat flour away and cut the newly cut sections. Put it in the container gently. we have to do is boil the soba noodles. Boil plenty of hot water in a large pot. Put one portion each time. This is a key point for making delicious soba noodles. Loosen lightly with chopsticks. Don't do it roughly. After boiling again, simmer it for around 1 minute. Scoop the noodle with a colander. Rinse it with the tap water. We are going to prepare iced water in another bowl. Put the noodles and tighten it. We will drain the water well. Dish and serve. Enjoy with dipping soup and condiments. This is how to make soba noodles from scratch. Handmade soba is so fresh and so delicious. Feel free to try it. Thank you for watching. See you all in the next video.